Namo Amida Butsu. The mind is like a flea. If you've ever had a pet that had fleas, you'll notice that sometimes they get in the carpet or they'll get in the furniture, and you try to catch a flea and it's hard, it's slippery. You try to crush a flea between your fingers and it slips through. It's always bouncing around, and it does so at lightning speed. It also sucks your blood. It's annoying. Thoughts and emotions can be like fleas. They can come out of nowhere. They don't even need a reason to be triggered. Negative thoughts. And of course, I'm not referring to thoughts about Amitabha Buddha. That comes from Amitabha Buddha. Those are beautiful thoughts. Those are thoughts I seek to have, but rarely do. More and more, I have thoughts about Amida Buddha because I guess simply through practice of redirecting my thoughts and emotions to Amida Buddha, it's become my way of life. But thoughts are like an infestation of fleas. They direct you to worry. They direct you to live in fear. They direct you to... And of course, everybody thinks. Everybody has emotions. But a Buddha's emotions are calm. A Buddha's thoughts are steady and level and impervious to distraction and doubt and fear and worry. A Buddha's thoughts have overcome the unenlightened state of samsaric thinking and reacting. A Buddha, a true Buddha, has learned how to extinguish the flame of suffering and desire. A true Buddha has no chaotic thoughts. We do. That's why I liken our thoughts to fleas. They bounce around. They can be very irritating. They can leave little irritating marks on your body, scars on your mind. Of course, fleas can't leave scars on your mind, but you can get so caught up into a single tiny flea-like thought to the point to where it can ruin your entire day. It can terrorize you with worry about what will or may or might happen. Not just during the course of a day, but what's going to happen to me down the road? Am I going to end up on the streets? Am I going to lose my home? Am I going to lose everyone I love? What if everyone I love dies? Holy crap, what if I die? I don't worry about if I die. That's the one worry I don't have, which is a good thing as I approach 61 at this point, the point this video is made. More and more and more, I have gotten into the habit of redirecting my focus on the name and the mental image of Amitabha Buddha. More and more, I put less and less into my thoughts, my random thoughts, my doubts, my fears, my worries, my resentments. That's why I've listed that on the description of this video. Resentments are a thing with me. They always have been. I've been hurt by a lot of people through the years. I've been backstabbed. I've been used. I've dealt with a-holes, narcissists. And then there's the whole shell-shocked train wreck that was my family life growing up. This creates resentments. This creates a lot of hate. And in my later years, I've learned to just simply redirect my focus more and more on Amitabha Buddha and to say his name. I do this out loud. I do this in my thoughts, depending on the situation. But I have found it easier through time, through practice, through sheer habit, to just simply redirect my focus on the name of Amida Buddha. This has been so beautiful for me. This has been so important in the kind of old man I am becoming. And one thing I hate is these crazy old people who run around acting like children, doing weird, crazy, demented things. And I certainly hope that my karma is such that I do not become a demented, crazy, annoying, weird old man. I'm already a weird, kind of crazy old man. But I don't want to be that guy who, goes into a restaurant or a coffee shop and hits on someone and asks them for a date or gives them my phone number or my email address at 60-something, 70-something, or even 80-something. It's a bad look. I want to be that quiet little man who floats around almost like a ghost, a little image of the hippie you get a glance of. But you notice the Buddha on his shirt. You notice the Buddhist prayer beads. Not so much the old man. Because I never want it to be all about me. If you have something important to share and you make it all about you, you're leading people down the wrong path. You're making yourself the focus. And I know as a devout Jodo Shinshu Buddhist that that's the last place I want you to focus is on me. I want that focus to be on Amitabha Buddha. I want it to be on him. Because I have no faith in my merits. It doesn't matter where I am on the so-called spiritual scale of things. My so-called spiritual evolution is a joke. And the reason for that is that I know who I am. I've dealt with my thoughts, I've dealt with my emotions for over 60 years. If ever I come to you on a video and I say, hey guys, forget all that stuff I told you in my previous videos. I found enlightenment. And here's what you have to do. Please buy my book. You know, and it's like, I know myself too well. That's the one thing about spending years and years obsessing on yourself, your thoughts, and your emotions, is that you know, if you're really honest, you know what they're all about. And it's a cesspool. It's a slime pit. It's my thoughts and my emotions are not worth me focusing on. All I need to do for the time being is practice what I know. I know how to do my job. I know how to do my laundry. I know how to eat. I know how to put together a meal and prepare it for myself. And sometimes I will think about what I want to make in terms of food, what course of action needs to be taken to perform my job as effectively as possible. And I'm not a robot. Sometimes I wish I was a robot. I wouldn't have to deal with all this stuff in my head, in my gut. But I know what my perceptions are, and I know how flawed my interpretation of what I see is. Wisdom is not being the smartest person in the room. Wisdom is learning. Wisdom is learning. I have learned not to trust my thoughts and my emotions. I have learned that I am a person who easily takes things the wrong way, who takes things personally, who tends to think the worst when I see other people outside myself looking in my direction. Oh, they're talking about me. Oh, they're judging me. And the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter if they are or aren't. And I would love to make this comment and never have to worry about that again. But the fact is, I'm in samsara. I'm stuck here like all of you are. I'm not going anywhere until this body ceases to function. And then I will go to the Pure Land. Then I will become a Buddha. Then I will return to all of you in one form or another. I will return to everyone I have loved, hated, despised, lusted after. I will go to every person who has in any way, shape, or form influenced my life, and I will, through myriad forms, seek to direct their focus to Amitabha Buddha, the Buddha of infinite light and life. In the meantime, as a distracted, unenlightened being living in this samsaric existence, I'm going to do the best I can to the best of my weak ability to direct everyone's focus to Amida Buddha, starting with myself. Because I'd love to sit here and say I'm some enlightened master who has learned to maintain focus on Amitabha Buddha, and by sheer habit and practice, that focus never leaves Amitabha Buddha, my mind is always mindful of the name of Amitabha Buddha. I would love to be able to say that. It's getting better through sheer practice, through sheer habit, not practice so much as just learning to say, oh crap, I'm stuck in my thoughts again. Namo Amida Bu, Namo Amida Bu, Namo Amida Bu. And usually that happens right there in my bed when I wake up, first thing in the morning. I come out of a dream, that is, and the herd of elephants and wild animals comes charging at me. And I used to sit there in bed and struggle with that. Now I sit here in bed, I lay there in bed rather, and focus on an image in my mind of Amitabha Buddha, or actually I stare straight down the bed to right there where there's an image of Amitabha Buddha, a little statue, a little resin statue. And I say, Namo Amida Bu, Namo Amida Bu, Namo Amida Bu, Namo Amida Bu. And I just lay there and say, Namo Amida Bu, Namo Amida Bu. Or if there's an Amitofo song in my mind, I will sing Amitofo, Namo Amitofo. And I will allow myself to just get lost in those words. This is never a bad thing. This is always a good thing. To focus on the name of Amitabha Buddha is always a good thing because my focus on Amitabha Buddha never comes from myself. It is a direct gift from Amitabha Buddha. I cannot produce the desire to say nembutsu, that is the name of Amitabha Buddha, on my own. Amitabha Buddha is a real Buddha. His pure land is a real pure land. That desire in and of itself comes only from Amitabha Buddha. One way I know that is because when I focus on the name of Amitabha Buddha as opposed to focusing on my crazy thoughts and emotions, I tend to be more calm and at peace. Not always because I'm a crazy person. Like I said, I'm stuck in the Saha realm with the Saha brain, with the Saha body, with a Saha set of emotions, perceptions, misconceptions, an ego, the laundry list of suffering and desire, of doubt and fear and worry and hate and unforgiveness. I'm just going to be honest about this because I have to be straight up and forward with you guys in telling you, if I try to present myself as some kind of guru or master, I'm lying to you. That's not what this channel is about. This channel is about telling you how a peasant like myself has found the most glorious remedy to this Saha realm, Amitabha Buddha, the living Buddha of infinite light and life. And I love saying Amitabha Buddha, the living Buddha of infinite light and light, because that's what Amitabha is in my life. Amitabha Buddha is infinite. Infinite love, infinite compassion, forgiveness. Amitabha Buddha is life. Amitabha Buddha is the only true, pure life I have ever known. Living as a disciple of Amitabha Buddha, as a faithful nembutsu reciter, that is to say, someone who regularly says the name of Amida Buddha and wishes to be born in his pure land of bliss and peace. This is the most beautiful life I can imagine while living here on this earth, in the Saha realm, in the Saha form that I have now. Amitabha Buddha is the Buddha of infinite light, in that prior to meeting him, even in my best of intentions, and they say quite accurately, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. All I've ever known up until meeting Amitabha Buddha is ever deepening darkness, different hues of darkness in my thoughts, my emotions, my perceptions, terrorized by fear, terrorized by doubt, racked with worry, a snowball heading toward a hell of confusion. Amitabha Buddha has broken that snowball. He has melted the ice with his name, with his beautiful countenance. He shines his light upon me and brings light to my darkened path here on this earth, in this form, in this present day. My only true light is Amitabha Buddha. My only true peace is knowing him and saying his name in faith and gratitude. My only true goal is the focus to the pure land. The knowing, that is simple faith, also known as Shinjin. The knowing that when this life is over, I have nothing to worry about. I know that I will be reborn, I will be born in his land. I must stop saying reborn. I've never been born there before. Otherwise, I would be a Buddha pretending to be a Jodo Shinshu disciple. Other people have come to this earth from the Pure Land who were in fact Amitabha Buddha. I'm not one of them. And knowing this, I am basically just a beggar helping other people to find food and water. I am a man who has found a treasure, and I'm pointing the way to the treasure to the best of my ability. And this being said, I make this humble prayer that I will not become a demented man who leads people away from Amitabha Buddha, but I will, till the day I die, have the wherewithal to lead people to Amitabha Buddha, to share as best I can the joy and the peace and the love I have experienced as a disciple of this Buddha, Amitabha Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu.